Okay, I'm trying again, Hunt. Okay, so this is take 3 or whatever take this is. I have to read it. I have to read it in the descriptions of the videos. My brain's a little bit tired right now, and I didn't get any sleep last night because I foolishly drank coffee. So new rule for myself: no coffee. No coffee ever because it just screws around my sleep system. Okay, so how do I help my classmate for, I don't know, from 4 until 6, so 2 hours of nonsensical bullshit where I'm trying to translate his gibberish again. Like I said, he's got 1 more semester left, so I might as well. I'm also helping on his quizzes too, because he can't seem to bother reading the text or something. I don't know. I don't know what he said to me. My brain was too tired. So, and I still got RCIA. So this here is an Omcron. Is this what you want, hon? There's also batteries. This is also battery powered. So it just needs 4 AA batteries. You just gotta remove these batteries though, because these batteries are old and dying. And if that's the case, I might as well take them myself. And because they're old and dying, I might as well use them for my. Because if they're old and dying, the acids kind of eat away at the machine, and I can always use this for myself here. Got some batteries here. This one's the old and crescent one. So you can use battery power, or you can use a plug-in. The plug-in is right here. So you just gotta figure out which voltage it is in Vietnam, and I think this is a I don't know what voltage this is. But this costs $200 in Canada, so I'm going to assume that it costs $1,400 in Vietnam, timesing by the rule of 7, or was it 7 Hong Kong dollars to 1 Vietnamese dong. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is now, but it's quite expensive. So, and then you turn this on with it comes with the padding for the blood pressure machine, high pressure machine. So. Just to keep your mother's system down. Your father will probably have to work on it, or she has to work on it, or maybe an elderly relative. Because your father, I don't know. You say he's watching politics or something, and he's obsessed with politics, and I don't blame him. With my people, the Chinese being the bullies they are. That's why I hope that the Vietnamese people rise, and that they are rising too. So this is Omcron. My mom has one herself, because she's retired, so she's trying to take good care of herself. So take good care of yourself. Take the herbal medicines. Take the Vietnamese herbal medicines, the Chinese herbal medicines, and you should. I hope your dad. Feels better about the world, because watching too much news like that, it stresses people out. So tell your dad that's better to listen to news quietly. Otherwise, too loud will just keep you guys awake and keep your mother stressed out and get her blood pressure up. Also, what works is fruit, lots of fruit, lots of healthy fruit too. You gotta figure out which is the health kind. Like durians and all that weird stuff, and lychee or dragon eyes and oranges, especially lemons and those really good healthy food. That helps as well. Go easy on the salt, of course, because that just dehydrates your blood and puts a lot of pressure on your cardiac tissues and all these other tissues. It dehydrates everything. You see what in Canada we have salt on the roads, and to keep the snow from icing. So we try to melt the snow, and you can actually see visually see what the salt does to the roads. So makes it all rusted, makes it all makes it all scarred with whole little dissolves the surface of cement, dissolves this. You can see what salt does to our clothes, to our underclothes. It stains it with some kind of weird chemical, and that's just sodium. And sodium, and it's not acid, but it's corrosive. So you can imagine what salt tastes good. We need salt to create to channel the electric charge that our ATP makes. So pretend this is the cell, okay? This is the cell in our body. Food goes in the form of ATP chemicals, and then it causes when these chemicals break, it causes electrical charge. So it goes down the nerve, and pretend that this is the myelin. This electric coating is myelin sheath of our nerves. Say, for example, the eye to our brain, or our nose to our brain, or mouth to our stomachs, or or you touch your skin, and then your brain feels it. That's nerves. Or you move your hand, or you breathe. You can breathe, or you look your eyes. You look. Those are all electrical nerves. So nerve charges, and then the electrical charge goes down to the muscle, tissue, and that stimulates a spasm to make us feel things. So therefore, what they're saying in, oh yes, myelin sheath of nerves. Oh yes. So cells also work not as nerves, but as tissue as well. So when we have too much salt, salt's good for the nerves, but too much salt dries it up. You can actually see, like I said, when you live in Canada, you can actually see what salt does to the cars. It makes the rust go faster. It makes the cars rust faster. Makes the cement. You can actually smell the salt in the air too. Salt, water from the seas eat away at the ships. So I go swimming, and I see what salty chemicals plus chlorine does to my swim trunks. My swim trunks are slowly starting to dissolve and lose color, so I need to get new ones eventually. I've been swimming for many years, just regular recreational city swimming, and so too much salt would also do that to your mother's heart as well. But just the right amount of salt does is good for her nerves. So you just gotta figure out what the right amount is. Too much is too much. Same with sugar. Sugar is good for us. It gives us food and fat to feed. Actually, the brain enjoys fat a lot. That's why we enjoy junk food, enjoy meat, and also weird foods. It's because it's yummy, and that's the oils in the fat go to the brain blood barrier. It goes to glial cells, but too much fat causes cholesterol. See, so you just got the right amount. And as I'm studying and as I live a better life, I'll be improving myself, improving my diet, and because I want to join the Navy eventually. And salt water, I'll be covered in salt all the time. I'll be like, I'm rusting, or I'm dissolving like cement. No. So yeah. Oh, the camera's. I'm looking at the screen here. I'm looking at the camera here. So anyhow, I hope this is the machine you're looking for, hon. I'll be sending it right away. I'm sending it tomorrow. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to meet the Vietnamese friends, so I'm gonna meet Vietnamese friends. So I'm gonna send the candy their way. I still owe you a box of candy, box and bags of candy, and I still owe you a pendant. Oh, might as well send this to you as well. I got this at church. I think I'll send this to you. It's a plastic rosary though. It's pink, like Virgin Mary pink. So I'll put that to we'll send that to church. I'll send it to you at church. We'll figure out what your address is again through our email, through our Facebook messages, and I'll send it to you. And okay, so I gotta get ready for school, honey. So I love you. Bye bye. What else did I say? Oh yeah, so yeah, sorry for sounding looking dead like a zombie. Like I said, I helped my classmate out at the beginning of this video. I helped my classmate out for Oh, I was rolling sage rounds for the native center, for the native student center in Nikukan, and I went up to 4 o'clock or something, 3 o'clock. So I went home. Or no, 4 o'clock. So I was about to go home. Then the Martin was there again, and the same Martin from the fall time videos last year. But this is last year. So oh yeah, that's right. I still got one more year to go. It's good. I have some time. Well, he's a good. A friend in need is a friend indeed, right? And he's very much in need. So it's good to help him out with his education. But it's like I mean, I'm doing 3 classes, 3 full-time classes plus RCIA, plus Sunday if I can make it to church, if my brain is still active, because we do the morning session of church, the 8 o'clock session. We don't do the 11 o'clock session, so my brain is available. I'm gonna need some coffee there, but coffee keeps me awake at night. So my body's weird because my body's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with my body. I mean, why can't I be normal? Why can't I enjoy a good cup of coffee or a good cup of coffee, black, uh, by normal? Right. So we're just getting up early in the morning now because we got one of our teachers is going to another, well, not teachers, but he's one of the support staffs, indigenous support staffs, and he's moving back to Ottawa. So he's moving back to Ottawa. So Ottawa is the capital city. It's north of where your sister is. Your sister's in Toronto. Ottawa is just north of there. It's the capital region. It's not a city actually. It's its own zone. All the capital cities mostly are their own zone. The Moscow zone, the Washington District of Columbia zone. I think it's the only district. This is so you don't say that the capital is in that state or in that province. To say that province is better. It becomes its own zone. The Beijing capital. I'm assuming that the administrative capital in Hanoi is the same system, where the city doesn't become a city; it becomes its own country or state or whatever. And I guess as the city grows, the size of the state grows as well. City state. And anyhow, while Ottawa's there, that's where all the political leaders that we're electing right now go to Ottawa for 4 years, 5 years. They exist half and half in our world, in their riding, and down in Ottawa. They go back and forth. I hope that's how it works, anyways. Or they have staff here in their office here in their riding, because not only do they represent the country, they also represent the people who voted for them in their particular riding. So it's an interesting elections. Your sister can't vote yet. She's not a citizen. And, well, you might be able to vote because you're my wife. So and voting is really interesting. I'm not gonna be like your father. Like you said, you don't like politics, but politics are important. They especially as Catholics, we get funding from the government for our Catholic schools. But we also gotta maintain God's laws and the secular world's laws, who give us these taxes. So that's a yo-yo. That's like a balancing act, and we got to figure out how to balance God's will, with coexisting with non-Catholics, and that's the crazy thing, isn't it? This isn't unfortunately. Well, fortunately, this isn't the 1800s anymore, or anything beyond that. We actually have to. The right that gives us the Catholics, Han, is the right that allows us to go to church in the morning at 8 and 11 and 10 if you're the Vietnamese one, which I'm gonna get you a car so you can do that. It's just a straight drive up to up 140th Ave, 140th Street, 40th Street. I meant to say 140th Street. Yeah, 140th Street, and. It's just a straight drive up there. I think we should live in Mackenzie. Oh yeah, I haven't gone to take a shower. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good. Ah shit, I haven't gone to taking my shower yet, so I haven't gone Q-tipping yet. Like I said, I just got up in the morning to film this to make sure this is the right thing. In fact, I need a shower right now before I head out. In fact, I need a shower right now before I do head out. 11:30, yeah. So, like I said, my classmate or one of the staff are leaving at 11:30. So, Ottawa, this is the last day. So, our club is giving him a T-shirt, a thank you card, and we should have got him a thank you cake or something, or bake the cake, or bake some cookies for him, or some kind, or make some punch. But we didn't have the time. A lot of us students are doing four classes, 5 classes. The more ambitious leaderships are doing 5 classes while working, while studying 5 classes and doing these clubs. I got there's that Mimi lady, a girl, yeah, lady. I'm not sure. My brain likes this early in the morning, so it's early morning brain, so my brain's like not there right now. In fact, my eyes are. But the heater's on. So it's shooting up ancient dust from the furnace. That's been the shooting dry dust into my eyes right now, and the light is on. It's early morning. It's dry. It's winter. It's our first. It's our second winter of the old man's summer. So old man's summer or old lady. I think it's old man's summer. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Old lady, old man, elderly summer. We had a cold year this year, so this is good. We gotta get more water in the rain. But back to the story. So yeah, we can do. Everyone doesn't have much time, and they're doing their practicums right now. Most students are doing their practicums, so they're on and off. They're on the school. They're off the school. Just like these politicians on down in Ottawa and off in our writings, on and off, on and off. So. Yeah, I hope that. But yeah, like I said, yeah, your dad, he needs to chill out because there's not much you can do about the politics in the world. But what you can do instead is volunteer a lot, and that gives you a sense of power. That at least the world be going to hell. Satan may be trying to destroy the world with all our hard work, but at least you're trying to slow that work down. Eventually, he'll win because. Satan will quote unquote win for 7 years. Our Bible does say that in the book of Revelations. And 7 years, but then eventually we win, right? Don't we? Because we start being kind to each other. We start doing what Jesus says and not what the man says. Because Jesus is not alive anymore. He's alive in heaven, but he's not alive on earth anymore. So what happened is that we humans have to try and translate what Jesus says from his teachings and try to make meaning. Unfortunately, we've made the wrong meaning many times. All Christians or all Muslims and all whatever's out there, whichever beliefs you are. In this case, Christianity, Catholicism, Christianity, and we are to. And sometimes some Christians might not say that we're real Christians. They say, "Oh, you're Catholic." Yeah, we're Christians. We're fellow Christians. It's like saying a Shia is not a Muslim, or a Sunni is not a Muslim, or a Sufi is not a Muslim. Bullshit. When they all go to Mecca during Ramadan or during the Hajj time, they're all whatever version of Islam you believe in. You're all safe in the city of the holy city for Muslims, and then once that's done, they go back to fighting their wars with each other because of some humans made an error. And the Protestants, they make a lot of errors about our church, and they make a lot of and they say that we make the error. So who's right? We are right, of course, but who's only Jesus will tell us who is right eventually. So politics tries to keep the world alive and peaceful as long as try to keep God's planet livable until Jesus really comes back and fixes everything, as per the book of Revelations, or as the Mahdi. Maybe Islam's right, Maybe Buddha's right. All religions basically indicate that the world's going to go even worse. It's up to us, the good people of whatever religion we are, Catholicism in this case, or Christianity in our case, and we try to make it as kind as possible so people don't get as hurt. That's my take on it. That's my take on it. I mean, there's only so much you can do. But here's the thing: we all have the talent to improve. We all have the talent to expand more skill set to make this work happen. So I hope that your father doesn't feel too bad that human politicians are destroying Vietnam, or politicians are destroying China or America or Canada or the planet Earth. But it's up to him. He can sign up to volunteer. He can grow his own food. He can grow food for a community and make a small part of the garden, for food. And maybe I can plant some trees. That's the reason why I want to go to your farm and plant some trees. It's because I want to improve the land. I want to make it more productive for your family, so that there's less stress. So there's more fun times. You gotta pick the food, of course. I'll plant some lychee trees. It'll take 5 years for it to blossom, though. Unfortunately, lychee takes a while. But 5 years is a very short time. Once we keep your mother alive, with this machine, and you take good care of her, I suggest you go back and forth every so often. If you have time to go back and forth to Dainan, and just to yeah. Dine in. Like I said, I got up early in the morning, so we're coming to our 20-minute mark here. I gotta shower and get ready for school. So also see if there's elderly services of the Catholic Church. We do pay our tithes. We do pay our tithes. This is what the tithes do. It's to pay the church. The church supports us and makes us live as much as possible, as we try to make Vietnam live as much as possible, or Canada, or wherever we land in the world. This is why I want to go out of my way to help to learn skills that I can help make Vietnam expand and make the Thai Ninh people more secure in their province. Because your province is connected to, is on the border to Cambodia. Who knows? Maybe Vietnam experiences some bad stuff, economic stuff, and Cambodians take the land. Take the land. Or Canadians. So same thing. The more stronger we make human communities, the more stronger we make the families, the more stronger the country becomes. The more stronger. If we support our youngsters, they will support us in the end by working, paying taxes, and that taxes go to services that keep us alive as long as possible, so we can learn. So we can learn these words of the Lord, or these arts. A harmonica, for example. You want me to learn harmonica, which eventually I'll learn. Or you want, and therefore it's like giving me black garlic and stuff to keep my body alive. And the thing is, you can do the same thing for your mother too. Black garlic, other kinds of herbs and stuff. It won't cure her, because we're all gonna die. That's the way God wants it. But we can slow it down and enjoy the time we have. Or get more time. There's more future in the future. There's going to be more time for better technology, and my dream is to help Vietnam realize this, to become more secure and resist China. I'm Chinese too, but the more diverse. I also live the Canadian system. The more diversity we have, the more stronger the country becomes. The more talent is alive, the more talent blossoms. And the more talent blossoms, our skills, our mindsets, our hand skills, whatever, it keeps the country alive. For example, it makes the inventor makes more of this kind of weird stuff. Keep your mother alive. Keep my mother alive. And that's what this whole game is about. This whole volunteering slash working. So yeah, if your dad really wants to be in politics, I think he should volunteer, learn new skills, hang out with people. That's the way you do it. I volunteer for handicapped people. In fact, I'm going to try and expand my my uh, my work with them through the Adventures Club. It gives them the dignity, but it also gives them a chance to explore the world, to find out who they are and what makes them tick and what they like and don't like. And building a personality, and that's ultimately what life is all about, is trying to build a character. Pretend that we're a bunch of actors on screen, and this is acting school, or this is all a play or a movie, kind of thing. And you try to over the years build up your character, build up the skills. And as the unique thing about these actors and actresses and stuff is that they pretend to be different people, and then they expand their awareness, they expand their own eyes, the width. For example, they're in their body, like Robert De Niro or Harrison Ford or all these other actresses and stuff. I don't know, or Schwarzenegger, or Stallone now. Instead of just being a grunt with a machine gun, they're also expanding other worlds. Like, I mean, Stallone plays a boxer who's a working class boxer who develops a character, resilience, instead of the ability to not only just push himself through the ring but also push himself through life. He starts off with that kind of thing. Or Robert De Niro, he plays a cop mostly, but the cop who catches bad guys and whatnot. Oh, yeah, that's what cops do, catch bad guys. And but by playing different characters, by playing different roles in life, we expand our view. So hopefully your father can expand his view and not just gripe about politics, but be politics. That's why I volunteer a lot too. That's why I want to join the army, and because I want to be see the world a bit more and expand my knowledge, expand my Canadianness, my Canadian experience. Okay, so I'm gonna go to school now, Hunt. So hopefully this is the machine that you are looking for. Like I said, I'm very tired this morning, so that's why I'm not making a lot of sense of my blah 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 blah. So I love you, Han. And whoever's watching out there in YouTube land, thank you for watching my show. I'm gonna be right back with you.